If you're thinking about getting Google Fi's eSIM for international travel, there are a few things you need to know before pulling the trigger. In this video, we'll break down 12 key points to help you decide if it's the right fit for your travels, comparing it to other popular options like Airalo and local SIM cards. First up, Google Fi offers good global coverage, but the network is dependent on T-Mobile and other partners. It's not as widespread as some other options, so it might not be the most reliable choice for every destination, especially if you're going off the beaten path. Next, Google Fi works with both physical SIM cards and eSIM, but the eSIM option is convenient because it lets you switch carriers without needing a physical card. However, it's worth noting that only certain devices are compatible with Google Fi's eSIM. So, before you get excited, double check that your phone supports it. The third thing to consider is Google Fi's pricing. While it offers competitive rates for international travel, especially in countries where T-Mobile has good coverage, the prices can be higher than alternatives like Airalo. If you're planning to use data heavily, you might end up paying more with Google Fi than with a local eSIM provider or a prepaid SIM card. The fourth thing to think about is data speeds. Google Fi offers fast data speeds in many countries, but again, it depends on T-Mobile's network in your location. If you're traveling somewhere with limited T-Mobile coverage, speeds might slow down, which can be frustrating if you rely on fast internet. Next, if you're using Google Fi's eSIM, you'll have the flexibility to switch between data plans, including pay-as-you-go options. This can be great if you're unsure about how much data you'll need, but it's something you don't always get with other eSIM providers. On the other hand, if you're someone who needs a set plan with a specific data amount, Google Fi may not offer the predictability you're looking for. The sixth thing is that Google Fi offers a seamless experience for people already using their network in the US. If you're already a Google Fi customer, transitioning to the eSIM for travel can be straightforward without the need to set up new accounts or profiles. But for people coming from other networks, it might take a bit of time to get used to the system. The seventh thing is how Google Fi handles calling and texting abroad. With eSIM, you can enjoy unlimited texting in over 200 destinations. Calls, on the other hand, can be expensive, especially if you're calling outside of the US. Make sure you're aware of the rates before you travel. The eighth point is coverage. While Google Fi provides decent coverage in many countries, it doesn't always have the same global reach as local SIM cards or other eSIM providers. If you're traveling to remote or less connected areas, you might want to check if Google Fi will even work there or look for alternatives. The ninth thing is the customer support. While Google Fi's customer service is generally helpful, it doesn't offer 24/7 support in all languages. So if you're traveling to a less common destination, you might not have access to immediate assistance. Other eSIM providers like Airalo offer more localized customer support, which can be a plus. Next, let's talk about the eSIM setup process. Google Fi's setup is fairly simple, especially if you're using a compatible device. But it's not as intuitive as other eSIM services, so you might need to spend some time figuring things out. Plus, if you're not familiar with tech, it can feel like a little extra work. The 11th thing to consider is the overall cost. Google Fi's pricing model isn't always the cheapest when compared to other international SIM card services. If you're looking for a budget option, you might find better deals elsewhere. Finally, it's important to note that Google Fi isn't necessarily the best option for travelers who only need data. Other providers, like Airalo, specialize in data-only plans that might offer more flexible and affordable rates. Google Fi can be a solid choice if you're looking for a combination of calls, texts, and data, but if you're just after data, you might want to explore other options. Overall, Google Fi's eSIM can be a good option for travelers who want a reliable service and are already using Google Fi. But if you're looking for a better option or one that's more cost-effective, check out our recommended solution that you can try for free.